Hello and welcome to my stretching and mobility routine. I am Daniel Gärtner and it's a pleasure to have you here. Calm down, relax and take a deep breath. Make sure that you're completely with yourself. Turn off everything around you and relax. Now prepare for the mobility routine and swing your arms up and take a deep breath. Open your chest cage. Open your arms to the side. Fill your entire upper body with air. And now just open one arm to the side and turn your torso as far as possible. Switch to the other side and repeat for several repetitions. Try to increase the range of motion from repetition to repetition. Our view guides the movement of the whole body, so always start the rotation with your head. And now we want to stretch the hamstrings. Keep your knees straight and bend your upper body forward. Try to get with your hands as far as possible to the floor. Fix the opposite ankle with one hand and make a rotation to the outside. First just with your elbow and then with the straight arm. And try to keep the fixed leg fully straight. Turn your spine more and more. Switch smoothly to the other side and do the same exercise as shown before. You can stretch the hamstring of the extended leg more intensely if you pull yourself slightly on the leg. Alright, now put your both hands to the floor and move into a deep squat position. Release the hands and press both elbows against the knees from the inside. Now, put one hand to the floor, release the other hand and make a rotation to the outside as far as possible. Repeat for several times and try to increase the range of motion from repetition to repetition. Keep sure that you turn your head and look back into your head. And now switch to the other side and do the same exercise as shown before. Move smoothly and try to increase the range of motion. Alright, release and extend your legs. Walk forward to a push-up position. Move your left leg forward to a lunge and then push your pelvis down. Now move your left elbow down to the ankle and then make an inverse rotation as far as possible. Swing a bit at the end of the movement. And repeat this series of movements for several times and try to increase the range of motion from repetition to repetition. At least push your pelvis down a bit deeper for the last seconds and then move gently into a side lunge. Your right leg is bent, your left leg is extended. Press your elbow against your knee and stay on the entire sole of your foot. And now open your chest cage and raise your left arm as wide up as possible. For more stability, press firmly against the ground with your right hand. Repeat the movement for several times and then extend both legs. Lean on the floor and turn your upper body to the top of the right side. Your right arm rises far above the head, and you can increase the range of motion by swinging a bit at the end of the movement. Okay, let's do one last wide rotation and then turn your body to a lunge position. The left leg is forward. Push your pelvis down again and make an inverse rotation as far as possible. Repeat for several times. Try to reach your ankle with your elbow in the lower position. Release and move gentle to the side lunge position of the other side. Stretch your right arm far above your head and repeat this for several times. Press your left hand against the floor for better stability. Come to the end and extend both legs. Raise your left arm far above your head and make a rotation to the left side with your upper body. Repeat this for several times and try to increase the range of motion from repetition to repetition. Alright, relax and kneel on the floor. Open your legs as far as possible. Now we stretch the adductors. Open your knees about 90 degrees. And now push your pelvis back to your feet. Release a bit and keep pushing your pelvis back towards your feet. You feel an intense stretch here in the adductors and in the hip joint. Now make a rotation to the right side and raise your right arm as far up as possible. Keep your pelvis stable and move it down. Repeat this rotation for several times and then switch to the other side. Keep your core muscles in tension while doing the rotation. And always keep in mind, your body follows your view. So look in your hands while doing the rotation. Try to spread your legs a bit more for the last few repetitions. Roll your pelvis gently forward and backward. Okay then, release, kneel down and take a short break. Hold in for a moment, bend your knees and lay on your legs. Just relax. Okay, now put your left arm about 45 degrees outwards and grab your right hand with your left hand. Hold on to it and press your upper body far down on the floor. You feel a stretch in the latissimus. Just stretch both arms forward. Imagine as if your left arm is pulling a right arm out of your shoulder joint. Release and switch to the other side. Do the same exercise as shown before. Try to keep relaxed. Breathe evenly and calmly while stretching. Okay, that's it for this exercise. Release and reach far forward with both hands and move your upper body down to the floor. Keep your core in tension and don't hang too much in your back. Instead, try to open the shoulder ankle wide. To increase the range of motion, you can do some dynamic pumping stretches. Push down and up and down and up. Now increase the intensity. Focus on the right side. Push your upper body down. Hold on for a while. Release and focus on the left side and push your upper body down again. Release and switch to the other side again. Try to increase the range of motion and then release and switch to the left side for the last time. Now we will focus more on the pectoral muscles and the front shoulder. Place your right arm sideways on the floor and turn your upper body to the left. You feel a stretch in the pectoral muscle and the front shoulder. Now increase the range of motion by doing some dynamic stretching moves. Push your upper body down and up again. Release and switch to the left side and do the same exercise as shown before. Place your left arm sideways on the floor and turn your upper body to the right side. Now add some pumping stretches at the end of the exercise to increase the range of motion. Alright, release and now press both hands firmly into the floor and move your body up to a push-up position. The arms and spine form a straight line, both legs are straight, and press your heels firmly onto the floor. Now you may feel a stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. Now release a bit and move dynamically forward to the push-up position and then press yourself back to the V position. Release and kneel down and move your right leg forward. Bend your upper body forward towards the front leg. Keep your back straight. You will feel an intense stretch in the hamstrings. If you're very flexible, just put your hands on the floor. Otherwise, put your hands on your leg. By adding some dynamic stretching movements, you can increase the range of motion. Now grasp the right ankle from the outside with your left hand. Turn your upper body to the right as far as possible and lift your arm wide outwards. Move backward and slide the front leg as far as possible into a split. Hold the stretch position and enjoy it. Just keep your mind open, relax, and take a deep breath. Stay in this position for 3, 2, 1, and release. Relax for a while and move into the V position again. Hold this position and then move forward and backward. And forward and backward. And then switch to the other side. Kneel on the floor. Move your left leg forward. Bend your upper body and stretch the hamstrings. Just add some dynamic pumping movements to increase the range of motion. And now grasp your left ankle with your right hand and make a rotation to the inside. Raise up your left arm as far as possible. Release and slide forwards into a split as far as you can. Hold this position, enjoy it. Keep calm and relax. Release and take a short break. Relax, inhale and exhale. Now place your left leg on the floor in front of you and bend your knee about 90 degrees. The back leg is behind you. Now bend your upper body forwards towards your lower leg. Now you should feel a stretch in your lower back and the gluteus. To increase the stretching position, you can push your body a little dynamically from the outside to the inside. This exercise is more effective if you keep the torso line parallel to the floor. Repeat this dynamic movement for several times and then release and switch to the other side. Now place your right leg in front of you and the left leg behind. Bend your upper body forward and keep your spine straight. To increase the intensity, just add some dynamic pumping stretching movements. Push your upper body from the outside to the inside. Well then, release and sit on the floor. Now we want to do another exercise for the adductors. Relax yourself a bit and then spread your legs as far as you can. Place your hands behind your body and press against the floor, and now push your pelvis forward a bit. Release your hands, raise them up and form a V position, and open your chest cage as wide as possible. And now lay to the right side. Stretch your arm outwards and your right shoulder to your right knee. Release and smoothly circle your body around and do the same exercise again. Just one last repetition. Stretch your arm sideways as far as possible and then release and switch to the other side. And now place your hands behind your body again and press your pelvis forward. If you can't keep your back straight, reach forward with your hands and bend your upper body as far forward as possible. Please keep in mind that the movement comes from the hip and not from the back. Keep the spine straight. And you can increase the range of motion by adding some dynamic pumping stretching movements. Stay relaxed and enjoy this exercise as good as you can. And at the end you can try to slide a bit forward into a split. Bend your upper body forward a bit more. Hold on for a second. Take a deep breath. Alright, that's it for this exercise. Release and relax yourself. And now lay on your left side and bend your legs. And now grab the left ankle with your left hand and pull your leg back. At the same time you push the pelvis forward a little. You feel a stretch in the leg extensor and in the hip flexor. Alright, release and circle with the straight leg from the inside upwards to the outside. Try to increase the range of motion of your hip joint from repetition to repetition. Alright, one last repetition and then release and switch to the other side. And do the same exercise as shown before. First, stretch your leg extensor and hip flexor. pull your leg back and push your pelvis forward. And now circle your leg from the inside up to the outside as far as possible. Alright, we are almost done. Now lie on the floor and put your right leg to the left and push it down with your left arm. Stay calm. Keep both shoulders on the floor. Just inhale and exhale deeply. Release and move back. Bend your right leg and pull it to your chest. And then switch to the other side. Relax and move back. Bend your left leg and pull it to their chest. And now release and lay on the floor. Close your eyes and relax. Inhale and exhale. Calm down and relax more and more. This is it for this session. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.